is Monday. Today is Monday, April 6th, the year 2020. It's about 10:53 at night. And we're still running around stuck in the middle of the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, stuck in the middle of the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus is the coronavirus, 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 coronavirus is the coronavirus, 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 coronavirus is the coronavirus. Coronavirus, the coronavirus pandemic. And I forgot to turn that air conditioner off right as it kicks on. But it's going to cool off this house. It's hot as hell in here. So here we are, stuck in the middle of something we never, listen, nobody had put on the calendars. Okay, so in March and April, February we're going to go to Orlando. March and April, we're going to be in the coronavirus pandemic, so write those dates down. That's going to start then. And put a big question mark when we come out of the coronavirus pandemic. Nobody was planning this. Nobody. Everybody's in total shock. Everybody's real upside down. Literally, everybody on planet Earth was like, what in the hell just happened? Like we just got hit by a MARTA bus. We just wanted to drive along, boom, wake up. What in the, where am I? You're in the coronavirus pandemic, sir. And here we are. And y'all, we ain't reached nowhere near the bottom. This thing is just getting started. And a lot of people are not paying attention. We're going to be in this for a minute. Like this fall coming up, it's going to be the coronavirus pandemic part 2. In the spring of next year, part 3. And so it's going to keep going. It's going to be here for a minute, having a huge impact on our lives. We're still going to be running from the coronavirus pandemic for a minute. But in the meanwhile, while we're running from the coronavirus, the economy is going to take a significant toll. And a lot of people are going to be unemployed, no jobs, no income. That unemployment is going to run out. Things are going to get rough around here. Worst case scenario. But of course, we are preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, but be prepared for the worst. I think we're going to be in this for a minute, or 2, or 3. And things not going to go the way people would like it to go financially. That's when you're going to find out who your real friends are. In the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, you're going to find out. When the rubber meets the road, who really gives a fuck about you? I know how these friends are. See, I don't keep an entourage of friends around me. Oh, Walter, I'm going to hang out with you. We ain't hanging out. Because people will smile in your face. You really can't read. And I've did thousands of videos on this subject. But we're really about to see it coming up. A lot of y'all ain't been through no crisis. A lot of y'all in your 20s and 30s and stuff. And some of y'all in y'all 40s ain't really been through nothing. Never lost a job, had foreclosures, bad credit, repossessions, had an 850 credit score, 1,000-point credit score. Now, it's a different world now. And if you continue to spiral into this thing because everybody's so scared of the coronavirus, closing the economy to save lives is going to take a toll on us financially. Pay attention. Some people are going to come out on top, but a lot of people are going to come out at the bottom. How will this end? When will it end? It's the coronavirus pandemic. We don't have any of the answers. Then you look at those numbers and you say, well, how many people have died? And people say, well, Walter, it's 10,000 people. It's still, that's a high number. But my thought is always, well, how many people died from car accidents around the world today? But here we are. And there's another thing about New York City. New York City has not invested in their infrastructure like other cities have. I've read a couple of good articles about New York dropping the ball when it comes to opening up new hospitals, building IC units, doing stuff over the years. They didn't invest in it. Like they were building all them high rises and expensive multi-gazillion-dollar penthouses, but they never built any new hospitals that they needed to support the masses. That's why they're being overwhelmed up there in New York. Pay attention. So this has been happening for years, but quietly in the background, other issues were happening. So the hospitals were kind of busy, but now they're kind of overloaded. But they ain't invested in those. They haven't. But New York City and the state of New York and New Jersey have not really invested. Now I don't live there. But I'm going back what I'm reading in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. I'm sure those are reliable news sources. They not fake news, are they? Go look at those articles. And they talk about the lack of beds and the IC stuff that they've known about. They have known about this for years, and they ain't did shit. Now all of a sudden, it's an issue because they're being overwhelmed by these COVID-19 patients coming in there needing to be on a ventilator. I'm sure most hospitals in most cities probably would be overwhelmed. What is New York City's population now? Isn't it like 11 million people? Let's go back to that population. Yeah, we got to do the math here because something ain't adding up. New York City population. Let's just see. Let's go back to the internet. It ain't just for porn. You know that, right? How do you spell that? New York City population. Understand. 18 million people. The current population of New York City in 2020 is 18 million people, a decline from 2019. They got 18 million people living there. Wow. How many people have died from this coronavirus? Deaths by coronavirus. Ooh, what am I doing here? This damn thing. Deaths. Okay. Deaths by the coronavirus. I'm trying to use this damn phone. It ain't working. Deaths. Let me just say New York City. New York. Yeah, come on now. Let me see if this will work. Let's see. It's still not what I want. It just shows the total. New deaths in New Jersey have passed 1,000. I thought I had to. This is taking a little bit too long to find this number. But we know it's 10,000 deaths nationwide from the coronavirus. A little over 10,000. But in New York City, which is the hot spot, 18 million people by coronavirus. My phone is acting up. It's just something wrong with this thing. I should have did it on the laptop. Still ain't showing it. My ass for New York City. So far in New York, the state of New York, or New York City, about today, according to this, about 4,800 people have died. So half the deaths in the United States have been in New York, a city of 18 million people. Well, those are the numbers. 18 million people live in that city. About 5,000 deaths. About 5,000 deaths so far. As I was saying, about 18 million people in New York. A little under 5,000 deaths from the coronavirus, COVID-19. Anyway, back to the subject. A lot of y'all gonna be in for one hell. So as we roll through these economic downturn that we've been forced into, because me personally, I'm kind of against this lockdown because I don't think it's working. And I really don't think we would have had the type of deaths that they claim we would have had. But we shall see, because we stuck here now. But I don't know. It all boils down to what took place in China, which is still the big question mark. What happened in China? So, we'll never know the truth to that one, though. So here we are in this mess. And a lot of you are ready to find out the truth about who your friends are. Because you're going to be in a... when people find out that you're financially struggling, they tend to run away from folks. They vanish into the night. People you've known for years, you ain't going to hear from no more. You're like, well, what's Martha doing? You're going to dial Martha's number, she's going to then block your ass. You're going to go look. Let me look up a Facebook page. I don't see Martha. She must have left social media. She's on Instagram or Facebook? Yeah, because that bitch blocked you. She didn't want to see your trials and tribulations. She okay over there. You the one struggling. I've learned this from experience about people. When everything's great and hunky-dory, they love to be around you. But let you spiral into a problem, whether it's illness, financial issues, or divorce, whatever. They ain't going to be around because they don't want you to ruin their party. They don't want you to rain on their parade. So they run. People I've known for years have showed their true colors in crises like this, and I've been living through a couple of them. And you'll find out who they really are. You'll find out the truth about these people. Not my friend. You ain't got no friends. And then also, this is going to be the hard part for some of y'all. Because you're going to be in there and did things for these people, and you kind of expected some stuff back in return. I can never pronounce that. Reciprocity, or whatever it is. You want what you gave them to come back to you. Ain't going to happen. You could have loaned them money. You could have sat and held their hand through a crisis. Sometimes just talking to a person. But your friends are going to show their true faces, who they are, because that's just how people are. And you're going to be in for a sad surprise. Sad surprise. But we'll see. Like I said, the economy just fell off a cliff in the middle, literally collapsed. Because we are running from this coronavirus, because God forbid it's going to kill 21 million, 30 million, 40 people, 40 million, 80, 90, 50, 100 million people. But so far we got 10,000 people dead, 5,000 in New York, and another 5 grand spread over the course of America. A country of 330 million people. What's going on here? Something ain't right with this. Just my thoughts. So something just ain't right about this. But here we are. We stuck in it. The whole country just shut down. So we're stuck here. And this is going to create a financial problem for a hell of a lot of people around this country. We're all being impacted by this. But a lot of people are going to get it worse, the worst. So it makes me wonder, did we do the right thing by shutting down the economy to save a few thousand people's lives? Or maybe 1 million people's lives, worst case scenario. We didn't have so many damn numbers, but I keep looking at the numbers every day. I keep waking, like I say, hoping to wake up and go, oh my God, it jumped. We had 30,000, 50,000, 60,000. I ain't there yet. We may never get that. I'm not wishing that we do go there. But something ain't right about this, y'all. It ain't adding up. It just ain't adding up to me. So we here. Locked in the house, hiding from the coronavirus. Hiding from the goddamn coronavirus. Where the whole world is going to tank. Crashing off a cliff. And it's very odd. Something just is not right about this whole thing. But hey, maybe that's just my brain that was reacting to this shit. Like, okay, something ain't right. So as y'all continue down this path, keep eye on them close friends and family members. They're the worst. They are the worst. But right now, we just getting started. I saw a report where it said 15 million homes will go into default. That's a low estimate. 15 million homes in America will go into default and possibly end up in foreclosure, assuming what we think is going to happen whenever the economy opens back up and people get back to work. There was a lot of stuff I was reading about. A lot of business like AMC movie theaters that said it may not survive this. AMC movie theaters, JCPenney's may not survive it. A lot of companies that they ran out a list of companies that have a financial cash crunch because they don't have the money coming in on a regular basis. So every day they have millions and millions of dollars coming in. That money is not there right now. So it's creating a serious issue. I saw something. The Saudi Arabia the country of Saudi Arabia purchased an 8% share of Carnival Cruise Lines. Because Carnival Cruise Line stock has dropped 80% since this mess got started. And another guy purchased $10 million worth of Carnival Cruise Line stock. The rich are going to get rich. Or we're hiding from the coronavirus. They're going to get filthy rich. They're going to get richer, and we're going to get, a lot of us going to be worse off. So those of you who support the closing economy, I want you to just think about it. Really think about this. Because this has caused a financial strain for a lot of people that might show up at your doorstep too. Donald Trump made the statement, the cure can't be worse than the disease. I agree with that. I agree. But we'll continue to sit here and look at the numbers. We here now. Might as well go on the rest of the way through the rest of April. Maybe May 2. June 1st. I saw in Virginia, they now open up to June 10th. I'm like, okay, what is going on here? We're going to save lives. Okay. Do we shut down the highways when people were riding all these car wrecks and getting killed every damn day? No. I still say a lot of people are dying for all kinds of stuff. Y'all need to really think about this. We're not going to stop death and hiding from the coronavirus. Ain't going to happen. I noticed China's back up and running now, but I saw pictures of them back up and running. China's the biggest lie on planet Earth. I think they still got patients showing up and dealing with these issues, but they ain't saying nothing. But China's a whole another world over there. They aggressively went in and killed people and locked folks in the buildings and burned the buildings down. Pay attention. We can't do that over here. We can't force people into their homes. Millions of people, they still running around like, the fuck is locked down? We going to the park. In China, there was no park going. You were locked in that house, literally. And your neighbors would watch you, report on you. And they would monitor your cell phone to see where you were at. You didn't want to follow the lockdown, they told you, they killed your ass. They didn't play over in China. A lot of people are missing. They say they died from coronavirus. A bullet in the head for not going into lockdown. That's not going to happen over here. So obviously, if we go have martial law across the whole United States, they ain't got enough military presence it's not possible. Ain't enough police and military presence to lock down and do martial law across the United States. Ain't happening. So y'all don't get to worry about that. You don't even know much about your own damn country. You live here. Ain't enough people. And these poor guys inside the prison system who are trapped in them prisons while the coronavirus is running wild. Now that might produce those numbers that they're looking for. Because the inmates in there trapped stacked on top of each other, they might be able to achieve the numbers that make you wonder what the hell going on. They're all in prison inmates. They might let 1 million of them die. Pay attention. I'm serious. They may do so. How many people we got locked up in these prison systems nationwide here? How many people? Let's see. People in prisons. How many inmates in prison? The prison population in the USA. We'll go with that. According to this, in 2016, the number was 2.3 million people incarcerated in the United States at a rate of whatever, but about 2.3 million people. That was in 2016. It's still about the same. The American criminal justice system holds about 2.3 million people. And so it's about 2.3 million people. And they might drop $1 million, let them drop dead. Because they got them prisons stacked up in these prisons, in dormitories and sharing spaces, and it's a bad situation. They might be in trouble. That might be where they let that shit run wild. Pay attention. Just my thoughts. But anyway, I'm going to watch the local news. It's about 11:13. I got to rewind it back 13 minutes and rewatch it. And then go back to start this dishwasher. I was watching. I cooked dinner tonight. We had steak. We've been eating at home a lot. I'll tell y'all about it later. Today was a better day. But he couldn't walk. Damn near. Okay. So anyway. Today it is Monday, April 6th. The year is 2020. I'm out of here. And you all have a good night. Good night.